Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video on the channel, and today I wanted to just take a look, as always, at SPY on today on January 19th and how you should have traded SPY playing my style. We're going to go through everything from the very beginning. I'm also going to discuss exactly how I would have charted my pre-market levels today, because I have found that a lot of people are still unsure how I chart my levels. But if you guys do enjoy these videos, support the community, make sure you smash a like and subscribe with noties on so you guys get more value out of my videos. And also join the Discord if you haven't already, where we actually do all of what I'm talking about here. So for starters, let me just chart the pre-market levels. All right, so this right here is SPY on January 19th, which is today. And this brown area right here is basically all of pre-market. Okay, so I'm going to take my lines and I'm going to select a blue, this light blue color. This is how I chart my pre-market levels. All right, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to chart the most important levels with the most bounces that had the best change of direction. Okay, so we clearly see a level right here. Okay, just going to make a couple of these lines. Okay. So, we have a level right here, okay? Now, why would I put this level right here, for example, okay? Now, I'm going to put this level because I noticed we found some support right here, if you notice, okay? Some support right here and some resistance right here. So I'm going to kind of put it in the middle. I'm also going to put a level right here where we clearly found support and clearly found some resistance, okay? Now, these are levels that will help me during the day to know where things may possibly reject and where I may be looking to take profits. Okay. All right. So another level that I'm seeing right now is right here, which is where I had another pre-market level. All right. It doesn't have to be exactly for the pre-market levels because I'm mostly not taking levels off of these. I'm mostly not taking trades off of these kind of variable kind of lines because they're not as specific as they would be during the day. So these are lines more to help you where you can be taking profit to see an overall gauge on your day before it starts. All right. I like this line right here, clear resistance level. Okay, we had some resistance on this candle right here with that green, that body, these candles right here, and then this candle pushed off, rejected off here and went down. That's how you think about it. Okay. So let's just finish this up. We have a good level right here with that support. We have a good level right here. Okay. Now, let's see. So we have a level right here. Okay. And we have a level right here. And then we have a level kind of right here. This is where I have to think about it. If you look at this whole mess, where do we have the most rejections or bounces? We have clearly three major bounces right here. 1, 2, 3. Then we have 2 rejections. So this line looks like the best line in here to put. It's not right here where we have that candle bouncing. It's not just this one right here. It's kind of this one where we had the most support and the most resistance. That is a validated level. All right. Then we have a clear level of support right here. Okay. So why am I putting this support level right here instead of right here? I'm putting it right here because we had 2 major changes of direction and backed up by that wick. If we put it right here, we kind of forget about this, all right? And then I'm going to put another level kind of just right here at this overall support right here, okay? You could put another level at this resistance, but since we didn't get here today, I'm not going to put it here because it really serves not much value at that point, okay, in the beginning. But if you wanted to, you could have put another resistance line right here, okay? So as you can see, even these levels that we charted right here, when we came back up to this range, we're kind of respecting these levels. That resistance, this support, that resistance. And you can chart a couple new levels, but this gives you areas of where you may want to take profits when the market opens, okay? Now, I'm going to just go back to discussing my trades that I thought you could have taken, ignoring the pre-market levels, but I'm just showing you guys them. This is what I have on my chart every time the market opens, and this is what helps me see where I want to take profits and where I may want to set stop losses, okay? But going into the day, I'm going to use this chart because I can clearly show you guys the levels that you only need to see, so you can clearly see what trades I would be taking instead of, clogging it all up with all these levels, all right? But most often, I would still have the pre-market levels throughout the day. All right, as the chart moves, as I see which levels are respecting more, I may start to delete some of these, all right? So, now let's just, talk about the day. So, once again, we had a choppy day on SPY. I'm telling you, the price action in 2023 so far just has not been very good, okay? But, you could still trade this. I'd say today was one of those days, if you played my style, you could have been break even if you took, more of the losing trades. And you could have had a red day if you ended up taking the wrong trades as well. Days like this happen, but, from the history that I do have, I know that my system works well if you play it the right way, okay? So first I'd like to talk about this flag play that we had. We had a clear support level. We had that flag. We broke from that flag at that clear support, and we made a move up. Nice little flag play in the morning, all right? There is no reason for you to get into any of these trades right here, all right? If you're thinking about playing a trend line like this, understand this is a very weak trend line. We have only 2 bounces, and we have a lot of ways to draw this trend line. If you only have 2 bounces, you either had very definite bounces or rejections, or you don't play it at all until there's a 3rd bounce to validate it. This trend line can be drawn in too many different ways, all right? If we had a 3rd bounce validating this trend line, then I would be thinking about using it. If we had clear rejection levels on the bodies right here with double bottoms, only one area where I can really draw the trend line, I would have played it too. But that was not the case, okay? So we try to move up. Now, this right here, I charted my first rejection of the day. That's the golden snipe strategy in the PDF. We have the first major rejection of the day. Now, why is this not the first major rejection? This is a 1 candle rejection. I don't do 1 candle anything. That's just one of my rules. 1 candle rejections, 1 candle pullbacks, I don't do that because I have found that 1 candle usually doesn't mean much. It's just a short temporary move on the 1 minute chart. So after I see that we break above that first rejection and we come back down, that's automatically a golden snipe scenario for me throughout the day. So I'm like, all right, if we make a move above that first rejection, I'm going to be looking to take puts at the first red candle. Now, after we move down right here, I'm just showing you guys the flag play. We also have a pretty nice put play right here, okay? Now, I would say this is more of a lotto entry, okay, so which is why I'm going to change this to yellow. And the reason this is more of a lotto entry is because we have broken these previous highs on this move up to that support level, okay? That's why it's a little more lotto, okay? Now, why would I play this support instead of this support? It's in the same area, but which one looks stronger? This is a 1 candle with only 2 candles bottoming. This is 3. So this is probably stronger. That's how you have to think about it. All right, so, that would be more of a yellow entry. This right here is, I'd say, a red entry. It looked pretty good. We have a clear resistance level, okay? We break above. We retest with less volume on the candle that comes down. Didn't work out. Would have entered here, would have gone stopped out here. That would have been a pretty substantial loss, all right? I'm not sugarcoating it for you. If you did not manage to get into this flag play, all right, and you missed this trade right here, and you took this with good size, you would have gone stopped out right here for a loss, okay? It's tough. It happens. But you have to get in here and you get out here, all right? Would have been a 30-cent loss, all right? But if you look at all of my recaps, most of the time you have way more winning trades during a day than this, all right? So you have to go into every trade assuming it could go against you, but also understanding the probabilities. that there is a higher chance of your trade, all your trades throughout the course of, a certain amount of days to go in your favor, playing a system like this. Okay. So then we kind of chop around. We continue down. There's no good flag plays right here, to be honest, because we're not rejecting in the same exact area with the bodies, really. Only kind of the wicks, which I usually don't like for A+. This massive candle kind of signifies to me I may want to stay out. When we create such a big candle like this on this whole retracement down right here, I'm not really interested in that because we're kind of in this weird zone of that whole candle, okay? Come down, we kind of, retest right here, but to be honest, I'd say I would not be taking this because it's already invalidated by this green candle right here, so I'd probably not take this stuff, okay? On top of that, we have more volume on the candle that's coming up than on the candle that initially pushed us through, okay? Depending on what level you're playing, it would have been a little different, but I would have played this level that had more bounces, 1, 2, 3. This kind of had a little less, okay? So this right here, pretty nice put entry right here, okay? So you're playing this support level, okay? Now, I understand some people may have not gotten into this trade, all right? So this wick came up to 388.19. Now, my level as it stands right here, okay, is at 388.25. Now, if you notice, what happened here was this candle actually ended up touching our level, okay? So we have to have our entry right here. Now, I would not enter this trade when this candle would be printing up. So if we started to pull back, I'm going to get my painting tool. If we went up, we started moving back, and then this candle suddenly shot up, I'm not taking it right here because we're already breaking these previous highs. I don't like that. But the moment I saw that this candle was turning into a bearish wick and closing below this high, somewhere right here, I would have taken an entry somewhere right here, okay? And yes, this is deviating away from the entry on the line, but in a case like this, when we're breaking a previous high and I see that we're pulling back under that, that's a signal we're likely to come down after that retest. But I can't take this trade when it touches because it has breaking those resistances, and it may as well be retesting that resistance for a move up, okay? If you guys have any questions about that, you can DM me, and, we can get on a call, we can chat, whatever you want. I'm here to explain it to you guys, okay? So we move down, pretty nice put trade, all right? Would have made back everything, if not more, than this losing trade, all right? So right here, another losing trade, but you would have gone stopped out for much less. We have resistance right here, okay? We break above with 105K volume, and we retest with 86, okay? Less volume than on the candle that pushed us through. I would have probably taken this call entry right here, okay? Now, again, this is something I want to tell you guys. Usually when we see that we're moving down, we're moving back up, that means we're in range. And I've told you guys that usually during days like this, I don't like to catch every little micro rejection, every little resistance, and retest in a range. My patient potchet setup is made for days when we're moving well. Okay? And those happen quite a bit. And I do notice that so far in 2023, those have happened less. Okay? It's just the reality, and you have to deal with it. So this would be a trade he would have taken here, would have gone stopped out right here probably. All right, so we kind of chop around, nothing good right here. This is an okay entry right here for puts. All right, we do break this previous high, so that isn't great, but you could have taken more of a lotto probably right here, especially since, volume on the candle that pushed us through that support was less than this one. All right. Everything kind of adds up. So this is kind of another one of those lotto put entries. You could have taken puts here. Now, where are you scaling? You're scaling at that support because at this resistance, because you know that this resistance can at any point turn into support. That's exactly what happened. So you would have scaled right here. Could have been a pretty, quick little trade. If you want to take more, B setups, not only A+, this is a choice that you can make. Take trades without volume, take trades that don't follow all the rules, but do expect to get stopped out more. This right here is just an example of a flag play that didn't work out. I show you guys everything and I don't sugarcoat it. Okay, this would be a flag play that would have given you a very nice move. This would have been, a little tougher one. We have a clear support. We're rejecting. You take calls right here. Kind of, bounces around. Probably wouldn't have time to really take profit here, and I probably would have gone stopped out somewhere right here. Okay. What was I gonna say? Okay, yeah. So this right here is another trade that I wanted to mention. Probably would have been a losing trade. For sure would have been a losing trade, but I did want to just discuss it. If you notice that we have a one candle extension that doesn't follow my exact rules of the one candle pullbacks, but it's often an indication whether you have a one candle move with the pullback starting right away or you have a move with a one candle pullback, usually that indicates to you that this move isn't great. It just logically makes sense. If we only had one candle that pushed us up and we started rejecting right after that, that probably means that this move up is not strong. Especially since we have this much volume on that candle. If we had this much volume but we still ended up moving down, probably this move up isn't trusted. Okay? Same thing, if we have a move up with a nice solid move up and then one candle kills all those gains up, probably suggests that this move down is a little bit stronger than that move up. So this is a scenario that I'm going to show you guys. It is a trade you could have taken. It would have been a losing trade. But this is a trade I probably would not like to take because we're only one candle above the resistance we're taking it off of. Okay. Now I wanted to show you guys where the golden snipe trade comes in. We have a clear resistance level. We break above. We come back under. We break above that. You take it on the first red candle above that rejection and you ride it down. Nice trade. Okay. Now, this right here, what did I want to say about this? Yeah, so we have 83K volume right here, 100K volume right here, or 170K volume right here. You're not taking this entry. Very simple. A misconception a lot of people have. This isn't a good trade, and you see it didn't go your way. Volume is the only indicator I use because what moves the price is the volume, which is what people think, what they're doing, and the price. All right? That's the only thing that matters. Okay? And as you can see, most of the time when the volume doesn't look good, when you have less volume when you have more volume on the pullback candle than you have on the candle that moves us through the level that you're playing off of, most of the time the move either only for a short amount of time goes in your direction and ends up moving down after that, which was what happened here, or it just goes down right away, or whatever direction is opposite of what you're playing. All right. Another misconception. All right. This right here, even though volume looks good, all right, actually volume doesn't look good either. We had 115K and then we had 117. Yeah, I guess volume actually would work out here, but the reason I'm not taking this is a pattern I don't play. If we make a move up, I'm looking to see a normal retracement. I'm not looking to see this, a retracement, and then we try to move a little bit higher than here, we get rejected and come back down. This is not a good move for the upside. This would have worked out, but still I find most of the time things like this don't work, right? Wanted to discuss another flag play quickly. We had a clear resistance. We had nothing happen in between right here. Nothing. That's very important. Then we see we're rejecting that same resistance level that we've previously twice rejected. All right, and we have that flag. We break that micro trend line or flag, whatever you want to call it. You take puts. Could have been a massive 100, even 200% bagger. Okay, right into the end of the day. So I'm just highlighting you guys the most important points of the day, most, important trades I wanted to talk to you guys about. But there are other trades here. You could have been playing some flag plays right here, with all this stuff, all right? But I'm showing you guys the most important thing. so you guys can see my overall outlook on days like this. All right. If you want to find out more about our trading style and you're new to the community, make sure to join that Discord server in the description. It's 100% free, literally no catches. We just help each other improve there, and that's it. All right. You guys can chat in the general chat, ask each other about the day and things like that. But yeah, thank you guys all for watching. Do remember to smash a like if you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.